So you're thinking about moving to Bellingham, Washington. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 of the most important steps you can take to set yourself up for success as you begin this process. And we're going to get started right now. What are the 6 things that you must do if you're considering a move to the Bellingham area? Now, these, of course, would be applicable to other areas as well, but of course, the channel being focused here in Bellingham, that's what we're talking about today. So the very first thing that you must do is find yourself a real estate professional. Now, what I mean by professional is someone who is doing this as a full-time endeavor, day in, day out. They spend their time helping clients and investors to buy and sell real estate in the area in which you are searching for a home. They know the area phenomenally well. They've been there for a long period of time. They can help to coach you on the neighborhoods that may or may not work for you. And last but certainly not least, they must be capable and competent of supporting you from a distance. Now, I'm fortunate to say that I check all of these boxes. I've actually grown up here in Whatcom County. I've lived in the Bellingham and or Ferndale area for going on 39 years, and I know the area incredibly well. I spend my time day in, day out helping my clients to buy and sell real estate here in Whatcom County. And oftentimes, perhaps more often than not, my clients are coming from out of state, sometimes out of country. So very comfortable with all of these things. And again, contact information for me is found below. Reach out, would love to hear your specific situation, learn more about you and your goals, and provide a little bit more feedback and context as to how I believe that I can help you. Item number 2. So pre-approval with a lender. If you're going to finance your purchase, we're going to want to get you pre-approved with a lender. Now, if you're planning on moving within the next 90 days, so 0 to 90 days, it's time to get pre-approved now. And the reason I say that is the pre-approval is going to last for 90 days, after which point in time your pre-approval will still be valid, but your lender is going to want to repull your credit. Not a big deal, but if you're saying, hey, we're 6, 8, 9 months out, well then at that point we want to have a conversation with a lender, discuss in detail things like our finances, our debts, and get a ballpark idea on what it is that we're going to qualify for in terms of a mortgage, but probably not going through that formal pre-approval process yet. What that pre-approval process is going to allow us to do is to know exactly how much home you can afford. Now, sometimes people can afford more home than they would like to. They would not like their mortgage payment to be what it would be if they purchased a home at the top end of their budget. Sometimes people think that they are going to qualify for more than they actually do based on debts, debt to income, things of that nature. And so it's important for us to get granular and get focused and know what kind of a budget we have when we're looking at homes. The last thing we want to do is go out, find the perfect home for you, maybe before you're expecting to find it, and then find ourselves in a position where we're scrambling to try and get a pre-approval so that we can write an offer on that home. Now, if you're a cash buyer, pre-approval is not part of the process. We'd have a separate conversation about that, and you're effectively ready to go as long as you can show evidence of available funds for your purchase. But step 2, pre-approval. Step 3, we want to talk about your search criteria. We want to talk about the non-negotiables of your home search. So number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, square footage of the home, size of the lot, the property that the home sits on. What amenities do you need to be in proximity to? These are the things that we need to understand so that we can qualify certain neighborhoods, disqualify others, and really start to narrow our focus in terms of what it is that we're going to be looking for in your home search. Now, step 4 is going to be to actually create that search. Now, we're going to set up a search that's going to allow you to get email notifications on a daily basis of homes that are coming on the market that are relevant to your search criteria. Typically, I tell people I like to cast a little bit wider net than your specific search parameters, because in the beginning, I would rather have you see more homes and disqualify them than see fewer homes and actually miss out on something that could have been a fit. The other reason that it's really important that we're doing this together and you're not just doing it through a third-party website is that I'm regularly coming across opportunities for either off-market homes, meaning homes that people are wanting to sell but are not wanting to put in the MLS and put on the market to be, open for showings and open houses, things of that nature. I'm also learning about homes that are going to be coming on market but are not today. And so if there's an opportunity for us to get eyes on something early, get a head start, particularly in competitive neighborhoods, that's something that's going to be really valuable. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel, we encourage you to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about all the videos that we're releasing about Bellingham, Whatcom County, and all the great things that are going on here in this area. My name is Jeff Engen. I'm with MJB Real Estate Group here in Bellingham, and every day we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you who are considering a move to this area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're thinking about moving tomorrow, 10 months from now, sometime in between. All of our contact information can be found below. We're standing by ready to help any way that we can. But for now, let's jump into these tips for setting yourself up for success in this home search here in Bellingham. Now, step 5 is going to be to discuss whether or not you're going to visit the area. There's no right or wrong answer to this particular question, but it is something that we need to discuss. Do you feel comfortable purchasing a home from afar? Now, to some people that might sound completely insane to buy something as large as a home sight unseen. For other people, they're very comfortable with that, and or their circumstances, maybe employment circumstances, being out of country, what have you, are going to necessitate that they make an offer on a home without seeing it. We can schedule a time for you to visit. We can set up showings and tours while you're here in town, and you may find a home that you want to write on during that visit. You may not. In fact, I just recently had this situation occur where I had clients come from the East Coast. We spent 2 days together seeing homes in the target area for their search. There wasn't anything that they were excited to write on during that time, so they returned home, and just a handful of days later, the perfect property came on the market. They felt comfortable because we had established a stronger rapport in knowing one another and knowing the neighborhood and knowing the non-negotiables in their home. And we were able to write an offer and secure that property for them that they did not actually see in person until after it had already closed. So number 5, are you going to visit, and what does that time frame look like, and what are the parameters surrounding that visit or not? And then last but not least, step number 6, we need to understand the process of purchasing a home here in Washington State, of writing an offer on a home here in Washington State. Now, I actually have clients right now who are real estate agents, tenured real estate agents in the state of Florida. I also have some clients that are agents in Texas and also agents in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Now, their experience is going to put them ahead of the game in terms of being comfortable, familiar with this process of buying and selling homes, but regulations change from state to state, contracts change from state to state, and so I'm explaining things to these clients from other states, real estate professionals, the way that things work here. And so we need to help you to understand that process, because again, the last thing that we want to do is come across the perfect house and then be scrambling to try and understand all the ins and outs of a real estate contract, of writing an offer, all that good stuff. So that's it. Short, simple, sweet, to the point. These are the 6 things that are going to set you up for success if you are thinking about buying a home here in the Bellingham, Whatcom County area. And again, I would love to support you in that. One more time, encourage you to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you can keep up on all the great things that we're doing here. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I look forward to seeing you again soon.